Hi Keith and Sarah and Toya, how are you? I recorded 27 minutes last night and tried to put it on YouTube today and email and stuff. And YouTube takes 10-minute videos, so I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes and I'll probably have to do 2 of them, but that's okay. Alright, first I'll do my routine. I come out and I say, hey, you kids like card tricks? Yeah. Oh, bummer, it's a rope trick. That gets a laugh. So I'll take my long rope and I'll hand it out. And then I'll say, oh, I've got another rope here. It's a little bit shorter. Who wants to check this out? And so anyway, then check that and make sure you didn't pull that off. Anyway, and I'll hand that out. And I'll say, I need a big, strong, beefy guy to check out the last rope. Some guy will go, me, and I'll say, okay, here's your rope. And I'll let him have that. And when I pick him back up, I pick up the long one first. And then I just drape the short one over it. So it's kind of like an X there. And then if you flip it just right, you can have it in that position ready to go for your trick right then. So it's actually pretty simple. You put the long rope there, put the short rope over it, and then you just flip it while you're walking over to get the medium-sized rope, and you've got it done right there for the trick. So I like that. And then I'll put the medium rope, and I'll say, okay, let's use your magic eyes. Blink 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and say abracadabra. First time nothing happens, oh, we probably got to do the magic eye thing again. So we'll do it again. And I pull it down. I go, did it work that time? Yeah, it did. Okay, give yourselves a hand. Then I do the little showing the ropes. You pull the single here. You switch it for the double there, and then you pull the single out again. That's to show the 3 ropes. Then I'll say, now it's kind of hard for me to work with 3 ropes. So I'm just going to work with 2. And you put the medium-sized one away. And I always like to leave these a little bit off here. And if they're not, if they're the same size, when I'm putting the other rope away, I will actually take some of that rope with my hand and pull it up in there so they're off. Because I like to say, oh man, they need to be the same size. They're not exactly at all. Let me cut them again, okay? And I do this, and I do that move that I'll show you at the end, and then we cut the ropes. Basically, I'll show you all the moves later. We'll just do the routine right now. I do that twice. I say, oh, let me make sure it's exactly the same length. And so they see kind of a cut and restored rope trick thing there. And then I say, okay, we're going to do the cut and restored rope trick. And they've already seen it, but that's kind of funny, I think. Now watch very carefully. Don't even blink. Watch these ends right here in the center on the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And all you're doing there is just pulling those ends into your hand as you're letting go of the rope. And then you come up and you grab those ends again on that side there. And then you say, okay, did you know magicians use their sleeves? Well, they do. Now, I have short sleeves on, but I can do this anyway because I practiced. Let me show you. I can take an end of the rope and throw it up my sleeve. It went in right there. Work it around back behind my neck. Throw it out that sleeve and it comes out there. I'll do it again for you in case it was too fast. You can take an end of the rope, throw it up your sleeve, work it around back behind, throw it out that side and it comes out there. Got it? Okay. Now I can do that from in my pocket too. You take the ends of the rope and I'll put them down in my pocket here and we'll say 1, 2, 3, abracadabra. We'll get an end there. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, abracadabra. Ooh, there's the second end. Good job. Am I going too fast for anybody with the magic rope thing? Are we okay? All right, good. Now I'll tell you what, magic rope is kind of funny, and this even freaks me out sometimes. On occasion, the ends will actually fall off the rope. So you have ends with no rope and rope with no ends, and you can't tie a knot or nothing. It's just a big circle here. And luckily I've got extra ends. Just say stop anywhere you'd like. Stop. Okay, there. All right, we'll put those on there. There we go, back to normal. Now part of the way this works is static electricity. You can take an end of the rope and rub it on your sleeve, take the other end and rub it on the other sleeve, and they'll just melt back together again in a big loop just like that. Now luckily I'm a professional. I keep extra ends just for this. And if you have extra ends, you can put them back on the rope anywhere you want, anytime you want. Got it? Now if that happened too fast for you, I'll show you again. If the ends fall off the rope, you can put them back on the rope anywhere you want, anytime you want. Now that's very handy because if the ends are at the wrong end of the rope, you can simply pull them off and put them at the right end without turning the whole thing around. Got it? Okay. Now I'll tell you what, we've been talking a lot about the ends here, and it's not always the ends that give you fits. Sometimes it's the middle. It'll just come off like that. Now I'll tell you what, how many ropes do we start with? 3? Okay. Let me cut this one again. Okay. All right, and then here's the third rope. We'll put it back there. Now you're going to help me break the illusion with your magic eyes one last time. After this time, I will have the little rope over here, the medium-sized rope here, the long rope over here. You ready? Okay, everybody together. 1, 2, 3, abracadabra. That's the rope trick. Thank you very much. And that's my routine. And I have a couple of minutes, real fast. I'll show you the main move. I'll come back on a different video here for another 10 minutes. But the main move, normally you're in this position, okay? You have the long rope draped over your left hand, okay? And on your right hand is where the end of the long rope is and the end of the little rope. That's the main position for the main move, okay? The main move is this. You take your right hand with the little rope over and you put that in the center of your hand and actually drape it over itself, and then grab the other end of the long rope, and then you can just pull that down. So you're left in this position here with the short rope and the long rope not hooked together, but from that position you do all kinds of different things, the ends falling off the rope and whatever. But again, you're in this position, the end long rope is on this side, one end is here and one end is here in your right hand. You bring your right hand over with the little rope and fold it over itself, let it go and grab the end of the long rope and just pull it out. And that's the main move right there. Okay, I'll shut it off and we'll start another video in just a second here.